everybody, how we doing today? Beautiful day here in the Florida Keys, but I'm gonna hide out on the inside. Still a lot of traffic out there from the carryover from the Wednesday, Thursday mini lobster season. So out on the water's a little crazy, on the road's a little crazy. So I figured I'm gonna stay inside and cook up those 2 lobsters I got on Thursday. So I brought out the good old Sous Vide cooler. I'm gonna do a bit of a Sous Vide surf and turf. Stick with kind of original for this first batch. And then from there, I'll do some different recipes. Outside of that, since it's my Saturday allaboutthebait.com release date, okay, no new real products, but I am back in stock of the hats. All right, as you can see here, all back in. I've been out of the tan and the grays. They sold out really quickly. Got a bunch of those, so we're good there. $10 delivered to your door. Pick up a face mask fishing buff for cheap, or I got a bunch of shirts, so pick one of those two. Outside of that, I also want to give a update to my Patreon supporters. Picked up a couple of new items. Been buying a lot of stuff lately. One of them is this navigation light. Just one of those cheapy clamp-on ones. What I did is I cut the clamp off, shrink wrapped it in my food saver, and now it's totally waterproof. Sticks inside of my Scotty rod holder perfectly. And I'm extra safe at nighttime because I do a lot of night coming back in, so it's good to have. Also got my second vertical jigging replacement reel. Original one was a Shimano Torium 16, replaced it with a Shimano Torium 16, and then for a secondary reel I wanted to get the newer model, the Torium 16 HG. I buy off of eBay used because I rebuild these reels, so I don't care if they're new or not. But when I got it in, it was this one, the Torium 16 old school one, the same ones I've had. So I contacted the guy. He said, oh, apologies. He was confused about the colors. So no, not the right one. So he gave me a killer deal to keep it, so I didn't have to ship it back. So I kept it. I have a bunch of spare parts, so I've got the original reel, got that one, this one, spare parts. So I'm totally happy. Love these reels, workhorses. So no worries about that. Other than that, we're good to go. So let's get cooking. Here's a great cost-saving tip. If you're using fresh herbs, instead of buying those little tiny packs at the grocery store for $2-3, go down to Home Depot and pick up the live plants for less than $4. So this is the English thyme that I'm going to be using on the steaks, and I also picked up a sweet basil plant because mine just died, and that's what I use on my pizzas. So nice fresh ingredients. Okay, here's our main ingredients. Got a nice thick T-bone here. Got a couple of lobster tails that we just picked up, those 2. A little bit of a smaller one, and then a nice good full-size one there. So we're gonna go ahead and salt and pepper this guy, put him in my vacuum sealer bag, vacuum seal it, and get it ready for this hot water dunking. Okay, we've got our steak all ready to go. Salt, pepper, just a tiny bit of olive oil. Put some thyme inside the bag. I'm going to be using my food saver, and it's got the specialty bag there all ready to go. So we're going to insert that in there and let it do its job. Okay, it's all finished, and it's nice vacuum sealed. Now you can also use just plain freezer storage Ziploc bags. All you just need to make sure is that it's waterproof. If you're not quite sure, you could actually even double bag it. It still won't make a difference. And it's all ready to go. So let's go to the next step. Okay, the sous vide method of cooking is really just a scientific way of cooking to almost perfection. It's based on having a preset water temperature that your food is basically put into and is allowed to slowly raise to that equivalent water temperature. So we know that for a steak, as you see here, a steak with an internal temperature of 130 to 135 is going to be medium rare to medium. So if you keep that water temperature right at that 135 degree level, put that steak and submerge it and give it enough time, eventually that steak will turn from outside to the inside up to 135 degrees, and then it'll stop. And it will never, you can't overcook it. It's not going to go to 136 because the water temperature surrounding it is not at that level. Okay, so it's a way of basically cooking without having to worry about overcooking. As long as you keep the water temperatures up, you won't have to worry about undercooking. The other benefits of it is that you could actually leave that in at 135 degree water temperature for an hour beyond what it's supposed to be, and it's not going to dry out or overcook because it can't. It's just going to stay at that same level temperatures. So that's kind of the way it works. What I'm going to do, I have a cheap way of doing it. You can get the special containers with the special heater adapter that you put in. You could pre-program it and it'll constantly recirculate that water to that certain temperature. All I'm going to be doing is I got this styrofoam container. I'm going to put in 135 degree water into it, dump the bag into it, and then maybe every 10 minutes, take the lid off, use my thermometer, check the temperatures. If it starts dropping down to below 130, then I'll add some more hot water and keep it in between that 130, 135 for about an hour or so. But like I said, time frame doesn't really matter. So let's get started. All right, we're going to start off with some boiling hot water. And then I'll use some cooler water to get our temperature just right, because we want exactly 130 degrees. So as you can see, we're a little hot. We're a little over 180 degrees, so we need to cool that down a little bit, plus add a little bit more volume. All right, we should be pretty close now. I added some room temperature water. So a little over 135, which is fine. It's just going to take me a little bit to get set up. And plus, when I add the bag, it's going to drop that temperature a few degrees. So we're just going to submerge that in there. Throw the lid on. And we'll check back on it every 10 to 15 minutes to make sure that it's keeping that set temperature. All right, let's take a look at it. It's been about an hour and a half. Now let's just check the temperature. You can see here. I actually never added any more hot water. I think it was around 137 when I initially started, and it slowly went down. And then we're finishing up right at around 130, where that would be the medium rare range. So we're good to go. And that there, folks, is our completed steak. All right, let's cut her open. Take a look at our end result here. And that is our final result. Doesn't look quite scrumptious, but that's what the next part's going to do. All right, now we're going to get it very colorful by searing it on the barbecue. So I'm pat drying it really well, getting rid of as much moisture on the surface as possible. That'll help with the browning. There's our steak ready to go. Okay, we've got a really hot, steamy pan there. So throw that on there and let it sear a bit. All right, got the one side done. Just got to hit the other side. Maybe throw it on the grill to get some grill marks, and we're all ready to go. Well, I actually got to do the lobsters next. Now I'm going to throw it on the bare grill for a couple of seconds just to get some sear marks on it and take them off. Okay, we've caramelized it enough, so I'm going to take it off and let it rest while we do the lobster. All right, we've got the lobsters halved, so they're ready to go there. Got a half stick of butter. The thyme from I used with the steak, and then some big chunks of garlic in there. So we're gonna throw the butter in there. You can throw the thyme, the big garlic chunks in there. Just get that melted down first, and then throw in the lobsters. These are fresh lobsters, so it doesn't really take much to get them cooking. So we're gonna just go and launch those in there now. I've already got these pre-salt and peppered. That's all we're gonna put on there. And let them cook in that butter for a little while. All right, that's looking good. Give them a quick flip. Give the back chance to kind of cook a little bit. We're ready to go. Okay, lobsters are done. Let's go plate it up. Okay, I think we've got everything plated up. Just going to add a little bit of love juices here left over. That's a little bit of butter, garlic. Give it a little bit of a shine. There, I think we're good to go. Alright, let's cut into this guy and see what we've got. Alrighty, we're all set. Nice, beautiful, medium rare. Almost every time with the sous vide method. And our sides. And our main attraction, the beautiful lobster. Time to get eaten. Well, I hope you enjoyed that quick cook your catch there. Why not do a bit of a sample here? Oh, nice, juicy, chunky lobster there. Always remember, Florida lobsters, you don't boil them. Never boil them. Lots of different ways. I'll be cooking up a bunch of different ways here this month, so you can check them out. And our nice sous vide steak there. Just melts in your mouth. I did the sweet potato. I didn't add anything because it was just oozing sugars. It was blackening because of the sugar. So I tested it and I was like, no need of anything. But occasionally I'll put brown sugar or honey, but doesn't need it. That is so sweet. It's like a marshmallows. But anyways, I am going to finish this. So hope you enjoyed the mini season. First catch and cook here. Got more to go. Hopefully I'll get done with the lobsters I've got by the 6th, then we get new fresh batches in. And yeah, I should be able to start fishing tomorrow, so get back to some normalcy here. So anyways, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to get your hat. They sell fast. really fast. And get a neck buff while you're at it, or even a shirt. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.